Hello, in this video I'll be solving question 7 of May-June 2024 question paper. The question tested on application of vectors in mechanics, and this is the question. So as usual, we'll always be told that I and J are directed due east and north respectively from a relative to a fixed origin O. So we are given a case scenario where we have two speedboats A and B, each moving with constant velocities given down here. A 40 kilometers per hour, B 20 kilometers per hour on a bearing of angle alpha, where alpha is in between 0 and 90 degrees and tan alpha is 4/3. So the speedboats are modeled as particles. So we need to get in terms of I and J the velocity of B in kilometers per hour. So this is how we do such a question. Now first of all, we just need to know that if this is another line and we need to track the movement of B will be moving on an angle of alpha. So this is an angle alpha, and then with this angle alpha you find that we've been given its turn is 4/3, so meaning that we are having 4, that's the opposite, and then 3 it's adjacent. So when I extrapolate this, we'll be able to see that we can be able to get some information that's crucial for us. So if this is 4 and then this is a 3 and then this is the angle alpha, with the help of Pythagoras we can be able to get this one as the square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared, which is going to give us 5. So to mean that the value of sine alpha is going to be 4/5, and the value of cos alpha is going to be 3/5. So what does it mean? We can be able to get, if this is the velocity, if this is the speed, if this is the speed in that direction, which is 20 kilometers per hour, we can be able to get its associated components. So this one here is the x component, but now with how the angle has been laid out, we are going to take this one here as the value of the sine, because this is the hypotenuse. This one here is the hypotenuse. This is our hypotenuse in this case, so meaning that we are going to consider this one as the opposite, and taking this one as the opposite, we are going to consider this one being 20 sine alpha, and this one here is the adjacent of the angle, so this one is going to be 20 cos alpha. So writing this one in I and J form, we are going to have 20 sine alpha being parallel to the x direction, so parallel to I, and 20 cos alpha is parallel to the J. Therefore the velocity vector for this one becomes 20 sine alpha, and our sine alpha is 4/5 I plus 20 cos alpha, and our cos alpha is 3/5, so this one becomes J, and therefore this is going to give us our velocity as 16I. When you simplify this one, 5 goes here, 1 goes here, 4, then plus 12J, and this is what you're supposed to give in part A. Now let's do part B. In part B, we've been given the information that at noon A was at 20J, and the portion vector of B at noon was also 10 I plus 5J. So after t hours after noon, the portion vector of A is r kilometers, where r is given by that. So it means that we are going to have our r of A, that is 40t, then 20. So I'm writing like this one. So this is writing vectors in column form, in this form xy, where the top one represents the direction parallel to the I, and 20 or y is the vector parallel to the j. Alright, now the position vector of b is s kilometers. Find the expression of s for s in terms of t, I and j. Remember very well that at noon, I don't need to write that, at noon we can be able to see b was stationed over here. So getting the s, we are going to take the position at noon, that is 10:05, then plus this one has been moving with a constant velocity of whatever that you calculated in part A. So this 1 kilometers per hour, it was moving at a velocity of 16I plus 12J. So it was moving at that constant velocity, so 16I plus 12J, then T. So when you simplify this one, you're going to get 10 plus 16T I, then plus, that is 5 plus 12T J. So this is going to be the position vector of B, T hours after noon. Good. Now I just want you to know that as time goes by, the body does not remain in its initial position, and therefore if it was located at a point, let me just talk about if it was located at a point R0 and it was moving with a speed of v kilometers per hour, or velocity of v kilometers per hour in a period of time. So this one will be the displacement after t hours. Vt will be the displacement after t hours. So if you add it to the new position, that's when you're going to the original position, that's where we're going to get the new position. And this is the formula that we've applied over here to get this answer. Now next we are going to have, we've been presented with this part of this question, two speedboats A and B. Okay, I think this one we've already solved, it's just a repetition. It was pasted on the wrong page, so I can be able to skip that and go to part C. Show that at time t hours after noon, AB is given by 10 minus 24t I plus 12t minus 15j kilometers. So what you have to do in such a kind of a question is that consider AB as the relative difference of the position of B and A. Normally start with the second vector minus the previous. So now after t hours, RB is defined by S, which you are solving in the previous question. Yes, is defined by S, which was solved in the previous part, which is this one here. So now what you can say is that this is a 10 plus 16t. So this is a, you can say that is a 10 plus 16t. 10 plus 16t. The whole of this is the I components, and then you have 5 plus 12t, that is the j component. So let me just have a quick look at that to confirm that is okay. 10 plus 16g plus 5 plus 12t, that's correct. And then the position of A after t hours we are also given in the question. So position of A, we can just have a look at it, that is 40t I, then plus 20j. So 40t, then 20j. So getting AB, we are going to have now RB, that is a relative portion of B. So that is 10 plus 16t, then 5 plus 12t, then minus the position of A, that is 40t, then 20. So when you take away, we are going to have 10 plus 16t minus 40t, this one I, then plus, that is 5 minus 20 plus 12t j, and this is going to give us the value 10 minus 24 t I, and then plus, this is going to be negative 15 plus 12t, which you can also rewrite it as 12t minus 15j, not j, just write 15, then the whole of it, it's actually j outside. And this is how we show this is a position and showed in kilometers. Now part D, you can look at part D. Show that they never collide. Showing that they never collide, show that A and B do not collide. So if A and B do not collide, then AB is not supposed to be a zero vector. It's not supposed to be a zero vector. So you should not be able to get a common time for which you are having AB as a zero vector. And since we have AB as so that is 10 minus 24t I, then plus that is 12 minus 12t minus, it should be 12 or something, 12t minus 15j. So okay, so it means that if we take 10 minus 24t and equate it to 0, we're going to get a time that is equal to, that is 10 over 24, which is the same as 5 over 12. And then 12t again will be equal to 15, which is going to give us t as 15 over 12, or simply when you simplify, this one becomes 5 goes into, no, 3 goes into 15 5 times 5 over 4. Now we are not getting a common time for which this is 0. So since 5 over 12 is not equal to 5 over 4, then you can say A and B do not collide. So that's how we show that they don't collide. Then lastly, we need to get the distance between the boats when the bearing of B from A is 225. So this one you can actually have an illustration. So you can just use some huge diagrams there. And then this is the relative position of A and this position of B. So the bearing here is supposed to be 225 degrees. So we need to get the distance between them. Now for such a case, it's important to model this one here in a right angle triangle like that. And then we know that AB is equal to, we had already calculated this one or found this one, that is 10 minus 24 ti, then plus this is 12t minus 15 j. So we had already found that. So what it means is that the horizontal displacement for this, the I, that is 10 minus 24 t, and then the other one should be 12t minus 15, and then the angle over here is 45 degrees. Yes, now this, it follows that tan 45 degrees would be the same as 10 minus 24, no sorry, should be the other way around. The opposite of this angle should be 12t minus 15 divided by 10 minus 24t. Now when you do tan 45, it's going to be 1. So 1 equals to 12t minus 15 divided by 10 minus 12t. And this is going to give you the value. When you solve, 10 minus 12t equals to 12t minus 15. I think we've lost 24t somewhere. Should be here, 24t. So this one should be 10 minus 24t. So this one is going to give us then the value, the expression, if we take this 24 to the other side, is going to be 36t equals to 25. If you solve both sides, dividing both sides by 36, this is going to give us the value of t as, and t would be 25 over 36 hours. So after this period, that's when the bearing of A from B is 225 degrees. Now, what happens after this? Since we know that vector AB is the same as what? 10 minus 24t, then 12t minus 15, then we can be able to get the modulus of AB. We simply just have to substitute the value of t that you have, so it will be 10. So we are going to have 10 minus 24 multiplied by 25 over 36 squared. So we're just applying the formulas of getting the modulus, then plus, that is 12 times 25 over 36 minus 15 squared, and this is going to give you the square root of, so you just use your calculator to get the values. So I'm getting the whole of this answer as, if you do it in your calculator, it's going to give me 20 root 2 over 3, which simplifies to 9.43, that is to S23SF. So this is actually kilometers. This is the distance in kilometers. S23SF, or this is the exact answer. And that's the end of the solution to this